Good morning and welcome to this morning's practice. Before we get started, I think we're going to continue with our light and gentle, heavy purging emotionally practice, and then just tonifying in a simple microcosmic orbit regulation this morning. And I just want to, because it's become very evident in the last week that emotions are running high. There are things that are happening, yes, in the world, but more so on a personal level and processing. And that is totally normal with the season, plus magnified with the impact of 2020 and all the gifts that it has brought us. And I know that I haven't shared this yet, but after we finish November, we're going to transition. We're going to continue these morning practices, and we'll be doing different kinds of themes. The next round will go all through December and all through January, and it will be centered around the heart. It will be a heart-warming practice, and I truly believe that we need to be mindful of the heart and clear the heart and nourish and tonify the heart because the holidays have a heaviness with them. As much joy as they bring, as much fun as they bring, there is also the fact that they're right smack in the middle of winter, which is a time for us to turn inward, a time for us to reflect. You know, with the new year, all of that we know naturally happens, and I think we underestimate the heaviness of that reflection. So we're going to tackle that. But with that being said, I feel like we're going to continue to do purging emotionally in preparation for those heart practices coming up here next week. And so it's just a different kind of vibe. But I think, we naturally kind of gravitate towards that because I was following my body cues. But I think it's important to give you a little bit of insight as to where we're going and why. My other thing is I think I'm going to do some really beautiful playlists for the heartwarming practice, probably in the theme of the holiday season in some fashion. If that would completely annoy you, please let me know. If you're willing to give it a try, then join me next week when we go to December 1st and we make that transition. But I think it's going to be a really beautiful morning practice for you, and we'll continue our 7 a.m.s. 15 to 20 minutes is what we've been averaging, and hopefully this is serving you. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and just get started. We're going to start with our hip circles just like we have all week. So you can pick a direction and slowly begin to rotate. Pause and go in the opposite direction. purging, I just want to focus on the liver today, which holds anger and frustration. A common emotion that we have when we're covering up grief, but we can only experience that sadness when we remove the anger that would be here. Liver is the great filter of life, and so one of the things that I like to just put out there is that, you know, when we are trying to cope with the emotions associated with the liver, we put things into our body that probably don't serve us, and we know that. So we're going to just do 5 gentle healing sounds of the shoo sound, okay? So when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Inhale and fill the belly. The belly is full. Inhale is complete. Pause briefly, and then you can begin to release through the mouth on the sound. And continue for 4 more. Muji Posture, feet shoulder width apart, straight ahead, hips and butt tucked under to fully elongate the spine. Show that from the side. So this is how we typically stand, and I'm tucking and rolling under. Tucking and rolling under. Shoulders are going to roll back to their natural position, arms hanging out by the sides, still loose, not tensing them, so those meridians stay open. And shift the head back just slightly so that the top portion of the spine is elongated and stretched straight as well. Top half of the body, imagine a string coming out of the top of the head, pulling it into perfect alignment, so tall spine. Rock towards the balls of the feet and the heels to find that center fully rooted, the center of each foot to the ground, feeling connected, feeling the energy with each inhale coming up the legs, traveling up the spine, over the face and back down to the lower abdomen. Letting go of any fear of the unknown. Releasing the pull of the past to brood or hold on to things that have happened, whether they are years ago or yesterday. Releasing it all, even if just for a few minutes, to be here and now. Begin to bring the hands down to the lower dantian, and we're going to move into the microcosmic orbit. So inhaling, imagining that energy that's collected here in the lower dantian is going to get pushed underneath, running underneath the perineum. On the inhale, traveling up the spine. Exhale over the face and back down to the lower dantian. Being mindful as you travel the energy through this orbit of what it feels like, where you feel the energy on the orbit, if you can feel it traveling, and where are there holes or gaps. Orbit. Hands down, roll the shoulders back, putting those arms in their natural position. Coming back to the Muji as the energy settles. Down to the lower dantian, we're going to close our practice with 3, pulling down the heavens with a gentle chi sound. Let's begin. Together over heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day. And I know tomorrow is Thanksgiving, but I will be here at 7 a.m. to make sure that we can start and fully embrace the gratitude that is meant to surround this holiday tomorrow, which is also why it's one of my favorite holidays. So have a beautiful Wednesday. See you tomorrow morning.